Today we're talking all about advanced contouring. My name's Courtney. I'm an artist here at Saint, along with all of these other beautiful women. So welcome here. We're so excited to party with you guys today. I pulled a few of my favorite contours out. Once you've kind of got through all the basic hack, that you can kind of step up your contour game a little bit. And like I said, I'm addicted to contour. If I walk out the door and I'm putting my makeup on, it's at least contour, if not nothing else. Sometimes I don't even go with foundation, but I definitely make sure if I'm putting my makeup on, it is contour. And the best part about our cream contours is they actually add some coverage as well, so you'll get a little bit of that foundation feel even though you're adding that shape and dimension to your face. So that is one of my favorite parts of this makeup as well. I've also grabbed a handful of brushes here that I love to use for kind of more advanced contouring. So don't feel like you got to jump right into this all at once. You just get your product or your palette. The basic hack gets you so far, and the creams just blend so well together. But otherwise, on the 3D end, I will use my contour with the line brush. I'll show you guys how I use all of these. Barbara demoed the smudge brush with that nose contour, so I'll probably skip that one today. Multitasker is an amazing detail work brush, and of course the detail brush is a little bit more of an advanced contour as well. So we're going to get right into it. First off, I'm going to grab one of my contours that I love. I'm actually using henna. It's a little bit on the cooler end, so we're not getting a lot of warmth from our contour. We're mostly bringing in that shape and dimension. So when it comes to my forehead, basically anything from my eyebrows to the middle of my forehead and back is going to have contour. Now, Barbara kind of showed you the place method and then blend. I prefer to blend as I go. There are ladies that love placing their makeup and then blending it out, or placing it with their fingers and then blending it out. This makeup system can be done however you prefer. How amazing is that? There's no rules. Get the makeup on your face. You can't make mistakes. And if you don't like it, wipe it off. That's my rule of thumb with makeup. So now I've added that light contour everywhere outside of my kind of little triangle of light. We're really bringing all the enhancement to the center of the face where our amazing eyes and smiles sit. So once I've done that, then I'll go into chiseling out the cheekbone. Now this is where you can kind of start playing with a little bit of angles on your face. Lately the trend is to really get everything nice and lifted. So instead of following the basic roadmap that your face has, where you might be following along your cheekbone here, I'm going to add a little bit more of an angle to give myself some lift. So I'm still going to start where my ear attaches to my head, and you'll actually feel that's where your cheekbone is. I'm going to add a bit of contour again. I'm going to be angling this a little bit more down towards my mouth, whereas your cheekbone might be kind of coming a little bit more towards your nose. And you'll just kind of watch. That will give me a little bit more of an illusion that I'm lifting my face. So the slimmer and more elongated you want the look, the more of an angle you want to tip this line on. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to add a little bit more drama here today for you guys. Adding a little bit more of an angle almost down towards the corner of my mouth with my contour. And like I said, I like to place and blend as I go, so I'm kind of tapping in this contour and then I'll kind of blend up the edge that way. And that's easy peasy. Again, doesn't need to be complicated. We're really just adding all of that shape and dimension and bringing in all of those features. Again, if you want a little bit on the jawline, I kind of keep that contour right on the edge. I have a little bit of a jowl here, so insider tip for you. If you have that jowl, don't bring your contour up towards your chin. Just contour out this little shadow here, and you'll kind of get rid of that jowl look. Again, on this side, keeping it back a little bit from the chin, just right underneath the edge of that jawline. And then again, I have a shadow here, so I'm going to bring that contour farther back from that shadow. I already have a shadow there, so I don't need to enhance more of a shadow. Again, basic face, then we can go into a little bit more of an advanced contour. Woo, my light. Okay, so with my nose contour, I'm going to show you guys on the detail brush. Obviously, you can use either end. I've been really liking using this flat end. It gives me a nice straight line. And this is where I actually like to go into a little bit of a cooler contour. So if you guys are playing around with contours and you're like, I kind of want to mix it up, or this is kind of not looking how I want it to, don't be afraid to ask for some other contour suggestions, because you can get away with using multiple. So I like to have a few on hand. So I'm going into shadow here, just taking it right on the edge of my brush. And I'm going to kind of tip my nose down. And I'm just going to, so when I do my detail contouring, I'm almost very light-handed. but it looks really natural. So I'm just going to actually tap this right on the edge of my nose, and it's not going on this side. I'm going right on the top edge of my nose. So you can kind of see I'm making a little bit of a fake line there, and then I kind of blend it out. So you can see it just subtly has made this side of my nose a little bit sharper. Again, on this side, if you want to go in, take a little bit of that contour right on the top edge, and then I kind of blend it down the side. This detail work is not necessarily for an everyday look. You can go in and just do your regular hack, but sometimes it's a little bit fun to go a little extra. Again, I just flip this brush over and I'm going to connect this up to my brow bone to add and define a little bit of that shadow. Hopefully you guys can see on the camera that my nose is looking super snatched here. Just getting really defined and shadowed. Also, if you're wanting to skip the eyeshadow, you can take your contour and almost just connect that brow line across and deepen out that shadow above your eye. Wrap it underneath. Give yourself a little bit of a smoky look, all with your one contour. This is, well, I might argue, I might be a little biased, but I think our contour tins are the most versatile product, I think. Somebody can come at me and argue with me, but okay, blending that out. So I've gotten in all of that shadow. Next, for the detail contour, going into the brows. I like to use my contour for the brows, so I've already sprayed some Stay Spray in my brow wax. I just fluff those babies up a bit. And then I go in with the line brush, and I just use my contour, and I like a natural brow, so I'm really just going in and seeing where I need to fill in a few empty spots with this contour shade. Oftentimes your contour shade will match your brows and your hair. If it doesn't, you can ask your artist. The contours kind of give a little bit more of like a pomade feel. If you guys like using a pomade in your brows, definitely recommend. So just deepen that up there. Same on this side. I bring this brow a little bit closer in. You can see this brow lines up nice. This one is a little bit, so I just bring it in. Balance, right, you guys? It's all about balance with makeup. And contour is the best because you can really add all of that contrast and get a really dramatic look, even though you don't really have, you might not necessarily have a lot of makeup on, right? I think that contour just really steps up your makeup game. Okay, so we've done face contour, we did nose contour, we did some eye contour, or eyeshadow, whatever you want to call it. We did our brows. Then I can go in and do a little bit of lip. I'll switch to the multitasker brush. I've got too many brushes in my hand here. Okay, multitasker brush, I'm going to use the paddle end. Again, I am a little bit detailed, so I don't do a lot of the big trendy wipes of the contour you might see. I just like to enhance a little bit of this natural shadow that's here. So just kind of give myself a little bit of a pout, and then I do just a tiny little flip at the top, just to enhance a little bit of that lip without going too, you know, mustache looking. I don't want to look like I got 5 o'clock shadow there. Tiny little bit, just on kind of the top outside of my lip there. And then I will also contour a little bit in there. And then I just gave myself a quick little pout. Alrighty. Fun neck contour trick. You can take your detail brush. I don't have beautiful little like grooves in my neck, but we can create some with our contour. So I'm just gonna add a little bit down the sides of my throat, and it'll just give you a little bit of a slim neck. Obviously you can go in with your bronzer. A fun little extra tip for you guys, but I think that's it. Contour doesn't need to be big and fancy and crazy. You can get really minute and detailed, but it totally just kind of enhances a little bit of that contrast look. to really up your makeup game. Again, like I said, you can walk out the door. I don't have foundation on right now. You can walk out the door with just your contour, and you can have a really great makeup look. So if you guys have not got your color matches in or got your hands on this makeup, make sure you give it a try. It is game changer, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll see you guys later. Bye.